Hi, good morning and welcome to week 99. And I think it is week 99. It is, yeah. So next week is the 100th video. And as I said last week, I think my wife is going to be here with me. That'll be brilliant. She's got a lot to say. She's pretty camera shy, but she wants to talk about diet and how we sort of cope as a family, and also how it affects her, this Alzheimer's as well. So yeah, because it's a diagnosis for a family and not just for an individual. I don't know if you can see, but just in the back here we have one of our cats. This is little Timmy. He's not quite so little now. When he first came to us, he was very, very thin. And yeah, there weren't much on him, but yeah, as the time has gone on, he seems to eat more than anybody else. So he's big Timmy at the moment, but yeah, he does tend to snore a bit, so you might hear that. Anyway, today's video, I want to talk a little bit about, I suppose, the daily challenges that come about through this condition. And one thing that sort of springs to mind this week is that somebody said to me not that long ago, a few days ago, had they upset me because I hadn't spoken to them lately. I hadn't seen them, and yeah, I sort of ignored them. Now it's a strange thing, really, because from my point of view, it's difficult for me, because it's not that I've ignored that person or that they've upset me or that anything is wrong. It's that I don't remember the last time that I spoke to them or the last time that I saw them. And I'm very conscious myself of not harassing people or being a nuisance or making a fool of myself. Because, to give you an example, if I go somewhere and I speak to somebody in the morning, it's very likely that within a couple of hours I've forgotten that I've had any meeting with them or a chat with them. And I go in a local cafe in our local town. I cycle there and I tend to go to the same cafe. They know my condition. But I'm not sure if I go in the morning and have a chat with them and a coffee, and then 2 hours later I go in again and I say the same thing, and I have another coffee, and I don't know how many times I've been in. I can't remember the last time I went in. And I'm very conscious that I don't want to bore people. I don't want to be a nuisance. So sometimes I stay away from places, not because I want to stay away, but because I'm not really sure if I've been there or not. And I don't want to overdo it. Now, it's me probably being a bit silly, but it's strange being conscious of a condition and being aware that you can't remember stuff that happened short term, but also being aware that you don't want to be a nuisance to people, or you don't want to be the person who repeats themselves, and you don't want to be that problem. And I probably do it at home a lot with my wife because she's with me more than anybody else, but it puts a strain on relationships, and it puts a strain on friendships sometimes. Now, I think really good friends just get over it, and that's one key thing that I've found. Cycling with Debs or being with Norman or whatever, that's great, because they can get this little piece of me repeating myself, or me going on and forgetting, and them repeating themselves. And then they can go away from it. They can leave it. And they don't have to be with it all the while. So I suppose it's spreading the load. But for someone like me, it's a daily challenge. It's a daily challenge to constantly try and have to work out where I've been, what I'm doing, and whether I've already done it or not. I mean, another example to give you is that sometimes when I do public speaking, I know very well that I've been told it's been written down in this book here, just to mention something today, that sometimes when I do public speaking and I've finished, I don't know if I've finished or if I'm just about to start. Now, that's quite a bizarre concept, really. And luckily enough, the person who's there with me, mainly Deb's now, she'll just give me a little look and a thumbs up to say that I've finished. So yeah, it's the daily challenges of having this condition, and they're not. I wouldn't say they're really bad things to live with, but they're just different things to live with. They're different. It's a different world. It really is a surreal, different world. And I think from a carer's point of view, it's important to know that we live very much in the here and now. The second, the minute, the 10 minutes that we're in it is our life at that point in time. And then once we've moved on, that section has been erased, been rubbed out. And yeah, we're on the next section. And yeah, it must be very difficult for the people around us to try and understand that. So there we are. I don't really know, and here's the thing: I have absolutely no idea what I've said at all. So hey, I'll watch it again when it comes out. It's yeah, the videos to me, each week are new. The videos to me, every time I watch them, are new. None of the videos are. Yeah, they're all a surprise, and sometimes I even wonder how I even do them myself. But anyway, have a great weekend. Have a wonderful week, and yeah, be here next week. And yeah, I hope you're all looking forward to seeing my wife, and yeah, having a chat about cooking, yeah, diet, exercise, and all the things that I actually believe keep me as well as I am. So until next week. Thank you very much for listening. Bye-bye.